Today's show brought to you in part by GoToMeeting. For a free 30-day trial, use code podcast at gotomeeting.com.
Hey, want to park your RV? Better check your pad. More news next on Consumer RV News.
Now, Andy, did you say check my pet?
No,
check
the pad. The
pad.
The
Oh,
pad
gotcha.
for parking your
the
RV.
pad.
You better check that out, at least
Gotcha.
in one city. We'll be talking about that in just a moment. Today's Consumer RV News comes courtesy of RVBusiness.com. Of course, they're all about the business of RVing, but we try and look at things from a consumer standpoint, things that are of interest or particularly inspiring. And I guess that's one of the categories for our story today. A paralyzed golfer is touring the nation in a Newmar motorhome. Now, this fellow, Dennis Walters, his life changed forever in 1974 when there was a rollover golf cart accident. And once a promising PGA Tour player, he had to adjust to a life confined to a wheelchair. And since 1977, he has run the Dennis Walters Golf Show, which is a trick shot show. And he averages between 90 and 100 shows a year. And it is a 1-hour combination of golf lessons and life lessons from a swivel seat that is mounted on the passenger side of a golf cart. We'll have a look at that here in just a moment. His best buddy is Bucky, a terrier mix that he rescued from an animal shelter in 2008. He lives in Jupiter, Florida. And between shows, he travels in style and comfort inside of a specially designed Newmar Canyon Star 3911 wheelchair accessible gas motorhome. And here he's talking a little bit about his experiences. This is a specially built-in wheelchair lift in the Newmar unit that allows for easy entry and departure. He's worked with folks in Napanee, Indiana at Newmar Corporation for 18 years, including the company's sponsorship of his show in exchange for the use of the motorhome. 3 years ago, they began to discuss the idea of a motorhome especially designed specifically for people confined to a wheelchair. And what they did was they took a nearly 40-foot long Canyon Star and left the front part of the home the same, but the second half was designed to be wheelchair friendly. And of course, he had lived with a number of different situations in the past. Here's a chance to see him on the links as a part of his show. There, I assume that is Bucky who comes and tees things up for him. And you can see that the way he has things set up, and some great shots there as well. Now, in the RV itself, the wheelchair lift folds up instead of intruding into the living area, so it does not hamper his movability inside the coach, even when the lift is in the up and folded position. He said that he used to be hesitant to go out of the motorhome if they stopped for dinner or something of that nature. He'd just have an assistant go in and get a takeout, or he would pass up having to go out shopping because of the effort and hassle it was to get in and out. He said that he's tired because he travels over 200 days a year.
Wow.
And this allows him to save some energy, make life easier, and that does it for him 100%. So that's a great story.
Absolutely.
What I was talking about, a place where I used to, nearby to where I used to live down in Florida, Titusville, Florida, is actually considering a new local ordinance that would require the use of pads for any RV storage or parking in their city limits. RVs and trailers longer than 14 feet will need a stabilized surface, such as concrete, to be parked on in order to park on private property, according to this proposed city ordinance. It's part of the effort of Titusville civic leaders to regulate recreational vehicle and trailer storage to improve curb appeal and maintain real estate values in the community. Smaller people who own small boats and park trailers in their backyards might have to pay hundreds of dollars in order to comply with this ordinance and get a solid surface booked in there. The concern is that larger vehicles parked in backyards would cause overgrowth underneath. It could become home to critters, rodents, other sorts of animals, and of course the possibility of vehicles leaking fluids, another reason behind this required stabilized surface. Not everybody who lives in the community agrees, but it should be a boon for pavers, concrete contractors, and so forth in the area. That's it, Titusville, Florida, and that's it for Consumer RV News today.
That was a very inspiring show, and it won't be as inspiring. Well, this isn't inspiring. Let me put that correctly. The rest was inspiring. This will not be. It's our 30.
I don't know. 30 seconds of shameless plugging can be inspiring from time to time. It just depends, beginning of the week, how much energy you put into it.
Okay, here it goes. Be sure to check out Consumer RV News on our Boxee channel. You can find us right there in the App Store. Of course, subscribe to the RVNN Daily. It comes out every single Friday, and by daily we mean we have contributors daily, and then it's published weekly. So if that makes any sense, be sure to just subscribe to that. Lots of good stuff going on. Of course, you can circle us on Google+. Each one of our shows has its very own board on Pinterest, including Consumer RV News. Give us a thumbs up on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter, and of course you can hashtag CRVN for Consumer RV News to join the conversation for today's show. And last but not least, you can watch this show and all our others on our Roku channel. We are under the travel category. Please be sure to subscribe, tell a friend, and give us a rating. Not much energy today. I didn't have it. Maybe Friday it'll come back.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe too much of a weekend.
Maybe.
But it was a great weekend. Hey, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time here on Consumer RV News.
You have a great product or RV accessory? Pull out that flip cam or smartphone and get ready for RV Travel Shop on RVNN TV. Make your own 5-minute infomercial and put it in front of thousands of people who've already said, "I love RVing," on a set-top box that's already in over 3 million homes. Maybe you have real pitchman talent. Maybe you just show people what you've got. On RV Travel Shop, people can view your product video at any time for 30 days on the Roku video player. That's the same player Netflix uses to put movies on your flat-screen TV, plus videos from major channels like Disney, Hulu, Pandora, NBC, and Fox, and Angry Birds. The same low-cost player that thousands more homeowners will add to their home this week. RV Travel Shop on RVNN TV is a flat-fee, month-to-month contract with no special codes, no order tracking, and no paperwork or commissions. Contact us now, 1-877-578-7866, or by email, rvtravelshop@rvnn.tv.